Okay, we have a digit problem now. In a 3-digit number, the hundredths digit is twice the units digit. If 396 be subtracted from the number, or is subtracted from the number, the order of the digits will be reversed. Find the number if the sum of the digits is 17. So, ayan, meron tayong 3-digit number daw. Okay, I hope familiar pa kayo sa 3-digit natin ng mga parts, no? Ito yung hundreds. Okay, ito naman yung tens. Ito naman yung ones. O yung units digit. Okay, ayan. So, sa 3-digit number daw, anong sabi? The hundreds digit is twice the unit digit. Okay? Lagay natin, no? Lagay natin A, B, C. Yun yung number natin. Hundreds yung A, tens yung B, tapos ones yung C. The hundreds digit daw is twice the units digit. The hundreds digit A is equal to twice the units digit C. If 396 daw is subtracted from the number, the order of the digits will be reversed. Okay. Sige, ganito gawin natin. Di ba itong tens, hundreds digit, no? Para malaman natin, sampulan ko muna kayo. Halimbawa, meron tayong 123 na number. Di ba we can express this number as 1 times 100 plus 2 times 10 plus 3 times 1. Tama? Yung hundreds digit multiply by 100, yung tens digit multiply by 10, yung ones digit multiply by 1, that would give us the number na 123. Is that clear? Okay, example lang to ha. Okay. Ngayon, sabi niya dito, yung number daw natin, so to express the number, pwede natin isulat yan as A times 100 plus B times 10 plus C. Yan yung number natin, tama? Just like dito, sinasabi ko kanina. Okay? If itong number daw na to, subtrakan daw natin siya ng 396, that would result to mare-reverse na yung number. So from an ABC, magiging CB, A ang magiging arrangement ng digits. So, does that mean na magiging C times 100 plus B times 10 plus A na ang magiging bagong number natin? Definitely, yes. Okay? So, ano yung equation na mabubuo nito? Simplify natin. We have 100A, plus 10B plus C minus 396 equals 100C plus 10B plus A. Tama? Okay. So from this one, makakancel na actually yung 10B kasi pareho siya ang nasa both sides natin. Okay, so what will happen here? 100 minus A, dito ko sa taas, 99A na siya. And then C minus 100C is a negative 99C. And that would be equal to 396. Ilipat natin sa kabila. That's a positive 396. So you have that equation there. But remember, kanina ang sabi is, ang A daw, the hundredths digit, is also twice the units digit C. So we can say that A is 2C. Therefore, we can replace ngayon the value of A. So that 99A here is equal to 2C. Tama? Okay, that's minus 99C is equal to 396. Okay? So, ayan ba yung magiging equation natin ngayon. Okay. Now, we need to multiply this one para makompute natin kung ano yung magiging value ng ating C. O, sige na. Multiply natin si 99 times 2. That would give us 198 of C minus 99C was 396. Okay. 198 minus 99 is equal to 99C. 396. Dividing that one, okay, ilan ang magiging sagot natin? That would be 4. Okay? Therefore, ang magiging units digit natin is equal to 4. Tama? Yan si units digit. How about ang ating hundreds digit? Okay, from our expression kanina, A is equal to 2C, therefore A is 8. This would be our hundreds digit. Tama? Now, how can we get our tens digit? Okay, balik tayo sa problem. Find the number if the sum of the digits is 17. So, sinabi niya yun sa problem, no, that A plus B plus C is equal to 17. So, A is 8, C is 4. That would be 8 plus B plus 4. That should be equal to 17 now. And B is how much? 17 minus 4 minus 8 is equal to 5. Okay? So, our number is hundreds digit 8, tens digit B, which is 5, and ones digit or units digit is 4. This is the number. I hope that is, okay, we have another digit problem. When the smallest of 3 consecutive odd integers is added to 4 times the largest, it produces a result of 729 more than 4 times the middle integer. Find the middle number. Okay? So, meron siyang sinabi dito, no, na 3 consecutive odd integers. Okay? O, tatlo ang hinahanap nating numbers dito. Okay? Consecutive meaning magkakasunod-sunod. So, example ng consecutive odd numbers, 5, 7, and 9. Okay? Odd naman is not divisible by 2. Familiar kayo sa mga terms na yan. Okay? So, how are we going to represent these 3 consecutive odd numbers? Tanong ko, lagay natin, this one is the first, this one is the second, this one is the third. Any of this ba alam natin ang value? Yes or no? Di ba no? Okay. So kung no, iset natin ngayon as x ang isa sa kanila. So kung x yung first value, let's say siya yung smallest among the 3, okay, how are we going to represent the second odd integer here? Okay. Tama bang sabihin na x plus 2 siya? Dapat tama, no? X plus 2 siya talaga dapat. Kasi, di ba, para kung ito odd number to, for the second number to remain as odd number also, dapat 2 yung difference nila. Example, kung 5 ito, 7 dapat to. Kung 7 ito, this should be 9. Or that could be represented as x plus 4. Ito, dinagdagan mo na ng 4. Okay? Tama, di ba? Okay, ayan yan. This would be our largest. And this would be our middle number. Okay. Now, ano yung sinabi niya? When the smallest among the 3 is added to 4 times the largest. When the smallest is added to 4 times the largest. Tama ba? 4 times the largest is x plus 4 times 4. Tapos, i-add mo doon yung smallest dyan, which is yung x. Okay? The result would produce, or it would produce, how much daw? It would produce a value of 4 times the middle. 4 times the middle, 4x plus 2, and then plus 7 to 9. Okay? it produces a result 729 more than, kaya may plus tayo dyan, more than 4 times the middle integer. Find the middle number. Okay? Yun yung tanong niya dyan. Now, ayan na, nakaset up na ang ating mathematical equation. Once kasi nakaset up na yung equation, magiging madali na yung problem. So, very critical kung paano mo siya sineset up. Now, we have this one and then distribute na natin. That will give us 4x plus 16 plus x. Okay, is equal to 4x plus 8 plus 7 to 9. I hope you are still with me. So this would be 5x plus 16. And this is 4x plus, ilan yan? 7 to 9 plus 8 is 737. Okay. Libat natin to sa kabila. That would be 5x minus 4x would give us x is equal to 737 minus 16 is 721. Okay? This is an odd number and this is the smallest odd number sa hinahanap natin. The second or the middle number is x plus 2. That would be 723. It's the middle. Okay? Whereas the largest naman is x plus 4 is 725. Okay. So these are the 3 consecutive odd integers that we're looking for that would satisfy the parameters na binibigay ng ating problem. But to answer our problem mismo, ito yung hinahanap. What is the middle number daw? So that should be your final answer. Okay? We have mixture problem. A tank has a capacity of 10 gallons. So, ito dito. Capacity of 10 gallons. Okay? When it is full, it contains 15% alcohol. How many gallons must be replaced by an 80% alcohol solution to give 10 gallons of 70% solution? Okay, ma'am, ano ibig sabihin, ma'am? For mixture problem, siguro makakatulong kung mag-draw ka ng mga ganito. Ayan. Kung ito daw puno, 10 gallons daw to. Okay? Tapos meron ka daw 15% dito na alcohol solution. Now, ang tanong niya, puno daw yan siya at the start. Ilang portion of this daw ang i-replace mo? Ilang gallons ang i-replace mo? Ibig sabihin, tatanggalin mo, tapos papalitan mo. Now, you remove a certain amount, okay? Which is, syempre, yung i-remove mo na yun is at 15% alcohol yun. Tama ba ako? Kasi it is coming from the original mixture. Okay? How many gallons daw yan? Hindi mo alam yon. So, you set that as X gallons. Okay? Pag tinanggal mo siya, dapat palitan mo ulit siya. Okay? When you subtract, halimbawa, nag-subtract ka ng 2 gallons, di ba dapat palitan mo siya ng 2 gallon ulit para puno pa rin siya. Okay? So, ganun yung nangyari dito. I-remove mo tong certain amount of gallons, pero kung ilang gallons yung ni-remove mo na yan, papalitan mo din. Papalitan mo din siya ng another X gallons of 80% alcohol solution. Na-imagine nyo ba? Yun yung sinasabi ng problem. Okay? And that should give us what? That should give us isang punong lalagyan, which is still the volume should be 10 gallons, but the alcohol solution now would be 70% na. Okay? So, eto na yung magiging working drawing natin for this one. And from this, gagawa tayo ngayon ng ating mathematical equations, which is very basic. Kailangan lang consistent ka sa lahat ng iyong units for every term na meron tayo dito. So, that would be 10 gallons na may 15% alcohol solution minus X na 15% alcohol solution also plus X na may 0.80 alcohol solutions, and that should give us 10 gallons of 0.70 na alcohol solutions. So, ibig sabihin, ito guys ha, ito yung part na nagre-replace ka. Replace, di ba? Meaning ng replace, tinanggalan mo, tapos papalitan mo din. Okay. So, now, how much is this one? 10 times 0.15 would be 1.5 minus, teka lang, siguro para mas madali, i-multiply natin by 100 lahat. Okay? 100 lahat tayo para matanggal yung percentages siguro. Multiplying it by 100, this would be 15 now. This would be 15 also. Okay, this would be 80 and this would be 70. So, ang ginawa ko lang is para to remove our decimal lang. Okay? Multiply natin ito ngayon. This would be 150 minus 15x plus 80x, and that should result to 700. Okay. How much is this? This would be 65x, and 700 minus 150 is 550. Okay. Dividing both sides by 65, that would give us x equal to 550 over 65. 550 over 65 is roughly 8.46 gallons. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 8.46 gallons ang i-remove mo from the original tank na puno ng 10 gallons, and then, papalitan mo siya ngayon ng 8.46 din, which is a concentration or a mixture with a concentration of 80% alcohol. Okay? So, ang ano lang natin ulit sa mixture problem is consistency lang sa units. Gallons percent, gallons percent, gallons percent, gallons percent. Okay? So, ayan. Okay, so next problem natin is still a mixture problem. This time in two variables tayo. Okay. So, baka nag-wonder kayo bakit tayo nag-deal with very basic worded problems, because nade-develop kasi ang critical thinking natin dito. And majority of our next problems naman based sa ibang subject is directly rooted sa word problem analysis. So, pag naiintindihan mo yung simple things, then the more maiintindihan mo yung complicated things. And if hindi mo naiintindihan yung simple things, less likely that you will understand the more complicated things. Okay? So, moving forward, we have mixture problem in two variables. Question is, how many ounces of 20% hydrochloric acid solution and 70% hydrochloric acid solution must be mixed to obtain 20 ounces of 50% hydrochloric acid solution. Okay? Lagay natin hydrochloric is HCl. Tama ba ko na? So, meron tayong isa daw. First solution natin is 20% hydrochloric solution. Okay? The other one naman is a hydrochloric solution pa rin, but this time, it is a more concentrated solution at 70%. Okay? Ang tanong niya, ilang ganito and ganyan daw ang pagsasamahin mo in such a way that you can produce, no, ito daw dapat yung magiging, product, 20 ounces or 20 ounce and OZ pala ounce of 50% HCl. Yan. So, kung i-draw natin siya ngayon, ito yun. This one is 20% HCl. A-add mo daw siya ngayon sa 70% HCl, and that should yield daw sa 20 ounce at 50% HCl. Now, ang question is, ilang ganito at ilang ganun ang pagsasama mo? Okay? Alam mo ba? Siyempre hindi. And that would make it an unknown. At ang tanong, if I will set this as x, itong x ba na to may relation sa value na ilalagay mo dyan? Wala. Kaya nga tayo mix your problem into variables. Kasi dalawang unknown ang na-encounter natin dito. The amount ng 20% solution and the other amount na 70% solution. Ano lang ang alam natin? Pag pinagsama mo daw silang dalawa, it should yield to a 50% solution daw. So writing our mixture problem again, ounce times percentage plus ounce times percentage is equal to ounce times percentage. So there is a uniformity in our units. So that would be X ounces at 20%, okay, plus Y ounces at 70%. I hope you are with me. Times the 20 ounces, the result, at 50%. Diba? Okay. Now, removing the percentage na lang tayo, multiply natin ang entire term by 100. Okay? Times 100 tayo. So, this would now be 20 na lang, this would be 70, and this would be 50. Okay, multiply natin. That will give us 20x plus 70y is equal to, ilan ang 50 times 20? 1,000. Tama ba? Okay. Ayan. So, that would give us our first equation. But, looking at the problem, wala tayong ibang statement nang nakabigay dyan. So, where are we going to find our second equation? Saan? Okay? Looking at our drawing, di ba? Pwede ko bang sabihin, guys, na pag pinagsama ko yung x at y, ayan, ano yung magiging result nun? 20 ba? 20 ba? Yes. Kasi, x ounces plus y ounces, sabi ng problem, should yield to 20 ounces. Okay? And that would give us our second equation na ngayon. Okay. Systems of linear equation, you can use substitution method or elimination method. Actually, pwede siya i-calculator, but let's just have it as the manual substitution method, let's say. Okay? So that x would be equal to 20 minus y. Lagay natin ngayon. Lagay natin to in equation 1. That would be 20. X is 20 minus y. That is 20 minus y. Do you follow? Okay, plus 70y is equal to 1,000. I hope that's clear. Spread natin. This would be 400 minus 20y plus 70y equals 1,000. Okay, this would be now 50y. And 1,000 minus 400 is 600. Dividing this now, that would give us how much? 12. Tama? 600 by 50 is 12. Okay. Ibig sabihin, 12 ounces of 70%. Kasi yun yung y, no? 12 ounces of 70% ang ihahalo natin. And ilan naman ang 20%. Going back to this one, that will give us x plus y daw should be 20. So, y natin is 12 ounces. Therefore, x naman natin is 8 ounces of 20% HCl solution siya. Okay, tayo dyan ha. Ayan, ito naman is of 70% HCl solution. Dalawang sagot ang bibigay natin. Okay? I hope that's clear. Okay. Next problem is motion problem. A motorboat goes 5 kilometers upstream. In the same time, it requires to go 7 kilometers downstream. If the river flows at 2 kilometers per hour, find the speed of the boat in still water. Okay? So this is a motion problem. Usually, ganito yung mga motion problem natin na yung airplanes na nasa impapawid or boats na nasa river o nasa ocean, ganyan. So meron daw tayong river, no? Alam niyo siguro yan, di ba? Pag sinabi mong upstream, ano sinabi ng upstream? You are going against. You are going against the current. Alam niyo yung current, di ba? Yung agos. Okay? Going against the current ka. Pag sinabi mo namang downstream, you are going with the current. Okay? So, nagme-make difference kasi yan. Oh. Pag motion problem, maganda ulit nagtitable tayo. Okay, lagay natin dito. For motion problems kasi, may tatlo tayong variables na very important. Those are our rate or the speed, rate, time, t, and distance. Okay? Wherein, ang distance daw is rate times time. Tama ba? O, halimbawa, distance natin is, lagay natin in kilometers or kilometers. Ayan. Rate natin is kilometers per hour. So, your time should be expressed in hour naman siya. Para makancel ito, and that will give you a distance value nga. Tama? Okay. For our case, this time, meron tayong tinatawag na upstream and downstream. Gawin natin. Ganyan. Okay. Ano ba yung mga unknown dito? Unang unknown natin is yung mismong tinatanong. What is the speed of the boat in still water? Speed of the boat in still water. Set natin as x. This is the speed at still water. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng still water, guys, is ano siya? Walang agos, kumbaga. Diba, swimming pool. Majority of the time, still water yung swimming pool. Di siya gumagalaw, kumbaga. Still. Okay? And syempre, ang movement kasi ng boat natin sa river, depende yan, no? Kung against the agos ba siya or with the agos ba siya, with the current ba siya. Kasi nga, nakaka-apekto yung agos pag wala ka sa still water. Diba? Parang may tulak at may hila effect na binibigay yung agos natin. So that is our still water. Ano yung binigay na isa? Ibigay siya dito ng 2 kilometers per hour. 2 kph naman is the speed of the current. Ibig sabihin, yung agos, ito yung speed ng agos. No? Yan yung push or pull na binibigay niya sa atin. Okay. When we say upstream, tingin mo ba, ang speed ng boat in still water at speed ng current, pag upstream ang ating motion, upstream, no? Against the current, naa-add ba yun o nama-minus? Okay? Nama-minus yun, di ba? Kasi halimbawa, papunta dito yung agos. Okay? You are traveling in this direction. Papunta dito yung agos, pero papunta ka dyan, so nagma-minus yung effect ng inyong speed. Therefore, we can write the rate as x minus 2. X, the speed of the boat, minus the speed of the current. Consequently, sa downstream naman, papunta dito ang iyong boat. So, you are going with the current. And that would mean mag-add up yung speed. So, mabilis ka na, mas pinapabilis ka pa ng agos. Okay? Ang time. Okay, sabi niya dyan, let's say ito yung distance na ita-travel niya. Lagay natin, ito yung distance. Distance D. Ang distance D ba na yan ay fixed? For this problem, the distance is fixed 5 km. Binigay kasi sa ating problem, no? But not always. Depende siya kung paano siya sinestate sa problem. Okay, distance is 5 km. So, lagay ko dito, 5 kilometers. Okay? How about the time? Ano na yung sinabi sa time? Okay. Ayan, teka lang. Okay, teka lang. Ano palang sabi sa problem? The motorboat goes 5 kilometers upstream. In the same time, it requires to go 7 kilometers downstream. Okay, teka lang. Mali pala tayo. Ang distance pala na tinravel niya upstream, okay ko na lang dito. Distance upstream daw is 5 kilometers. Kasi ang itatravel daw niya downstream is 7 kilometers. Okay? Siyempre, mas malayo yung matatravel niya downstream kasi nga mas mabilis yung magiging movement niya doon because it goes with the current. So, lagay ko dito, 5 kilometers sa ating upstream, 7 kilometers sa downstream, na parehong oras daw nilang itatravel yan. So, let's say kung T ito, T din ito. Okay? Halimbawa, kung 1 hour niyang tinravel to, 1 hour niya din tinravel to. Siyempre, mas malayo yung mararating niya sa downstream. Kasi nga, mas mabilis ang magiging movement niya dyan. Ang tanong daw ngayon is, ano daw ang speed ng boat? Parehong time niyang tinravel, magkaibang distance, magkaibang speed. Okay? So, what are we going to do here? Balik tayo sa ating basic motion formula. Distance is rate times time. And we can say that ang time natin would be equal to distance over rate. Am I right? Okay. Anong sinabi ng problem about the time? Sabi niya, same time daw ang itatravel niya sa upstream at sa downstream. Okay? So, if time upstream is equal to time downstream and time is distance over rate, upstream rate, and equal to distance downstream over rate downstream naman. Ganon yung gagawin natin. Okay, inputting our values. Upstream distance natin is 5. Rate natin is x minus 2. Downstream distance natin is 7. Rate naman natin is x plus 2. Okay, this would be our working equation now. Multiplying them now, cross-multiply natin. That would give us 5x plus 2 is equal to 7x minus 2. Multiply ko, this would be 5x plus 10 equals 7x minus 14. Combining like terms, we have 2x here. On the other side, we have 24. Dividing both sides by 2 would give us x equals 12 kilometers per hour. This is x, the speed of the boat in still water daw. Okay? Sana naintindihan niyo. Okay, another variation of our motion problem. A plane leaves an airport traveling at an average speed of 240 kilometers per hour. Okay, let's say this is plane 1 or plane A. Speed of plane A, V. Tama lang. V plane A is 240 kilometers per hour. Then, how long will it take a second plane traveling the same route at an average speed of, meron tayong B, 600 kilometers per hour to catch up with the first plane if it leaves 3 hours later. So, na-imagine yung problem, no? May airport tayo dyan. Okay? Lumipad daw si plane A at the speed 240. Nauna siya ng 3 hours. Lagay natin, no? 3 hours ahead siya. Tama, 3 hours ahead siya kasi sabi, susundan daw siya ng plane B after 3 hours. Tama? Okay, so ngayon, magta-travel to ngayon si plane B, ayan, nauna na si plane A natin. Ito si VPB, travel siya ngayon at this time. Okay? Ang question ngayon is, at what time No, at what time daw or how long will it take? Yun na nga, at what time? Ilang oras daw mahahabol ni plane B si plane A? If ito yung speed niya, 600 kph. Okay? Tanong, posible bang mahabol niya si plane A? The answer is yes. Kasi mabilis siya di ba? Late lang siya, pero mabilis siya. Ito nauna, pero hindi siya ganoon kabilis. So there will come a time na magmi-meet talaga sila at a certain point. Ang tanong is, ilang oras yung lilipas bago yun mangyayari. Okay? Okay. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, ano pa rin tayo, no? Gawa tayo ng table ulit. So, this one is plane A, this one is plane B. Since motion problem to, okay, balik ka lang ulit sa sabi niya, which is rate times time equals distance. Okay. Rate ng plane A natin is 240 kph and rate ng plane B natin is 600 kph. Ilang oras niya daw bago mahabol? Ang tanong ngayon is, in reference ba yun sa plane A natin? No, in reference yun sa plane A kasi siya yung unang umalis. Ilang oras siya bago mahabol ni plane B? Now, ang tanong is, diba, alam ba natin kung ilang oras magta-travel yung plane A? Siyempre, hindi. Kaya nga yun yung tinatanong, di ba? So, siset natin to as time of A. Ayan. Halimbawa, kung ang plane A ba nag-travel na ng 9 hours bago niya ma-meet yung plane B, ilang hours nag-travel yung plane B ngayon? 6 hours, tama? Kasi na-delay siya ng 3 hours. Or, kung T hours ang tinravel ng ating plane A, tama bang sabihin na T minus 3 ang ita-travel ni plane B? Definitely yes. Okay? Na-delay siya ng 3 hours. So, ang traveling period dito is 3 hours less than the total traveling period of plane A. Pero ano daw ang gusto nila mangyari? Magmi-meet daw sila at a certain point. So, let's say ito yung point na yun from the airport. Okay? Should I say na yung distance na ita-travel ng A ay distance na ita-travel din ng B? The answer is yes. Siyempre, di ba, paano sila mag-meet kung di pareho yung tinravel nila ng distance? So, that would be our working equation now. That distance traveled by plane A is equal to the distance traveled by plane B. And how can we get that? Rate of A times the time of A. Rate of B times the time of B. Rate of A is 240. Time of A is T. That is equal to rate of B is 600. Time of B is T minus 3. So that would be 240T equals 600T minus 1,800. Okay? So, ilan to ngayon? Pagsamahin natin. Ito is 1,800. And we have 600 minus 240 is 360T. Dividing both sides now by 360. Okay, that will give us how much? Let me 1,800 divided by 360 is time is equal to 5 hours. Okay? How long will it take the second plane traveling the same route to catch up with the first plane down? So, it would take 5 hours bago mahabol ni plane B. Si plane A. 5 hours from the time of departure. No, from the time of departure ni plane A. Okay? Yeah. So that would be our answer. Let's talk about progression. So we have two types of progression that will be discussed today. And those are our arithmetic progression And the second one is our geometric progression. Alright. Okay, so maybe familiar to sa inyo kasi ito yung mga about series, no? So, dito meron tayong the common arithmetic progression na pinag-uusapan natin. And sa geometric is yung may n number of terms. N number of terms. Tapos dito, meron din yung infinite. Okay, infinite geometric progressions. So, ito sila, syempre, ang mga progression in general, nagbibigay sila ng pattern or sequence ng number. Kung saan, if binigay sa'yo yung parang certain elements, napapredict mo somehow kung ano yung kasunod na mga numbers na expected. So, halimbawa, meron tayong 1, 3, 5, 7, ganyan, and so on. Tapos, dito, let's say, meron tayong 21, okay? Napapredict mo kung ano lahat yung numbers na in between this 7 and 21. Kasi na-observe mo dito, meron silang common difference na tinatawag na 2, dito 2 din, tapos dito 2 din. So, basically, yung mga nasa gitna nito, 2 din ang difference ng mga numbers na yon. So, ang mga kulang dito ngayon would be numbers 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. So, these are the 6 numbers that would complete this type of progression. And itong ganitong type of progression, tinatawag natin to as arithmetic progression. Okay? So, arithmetic progression ang tawag kapag meron kang nakikitang common difference. Okay? Sa lahat ng mga numbers dito, napapansin nyo that 2 yung difference ng bawat number. Kaya nga, nape-predict mo ngayon kung ano yung magiging continuation niya or kung ano yung mga missing terms sa gitna ng 7 at 21. Okay? Same with our geometric progression naman. So, let's say, meron tayong 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. Ayan, tapos, lagay natin merong 64 dito. Ngayon, ipapapredict sa atin kung ano yung nandito sa gitna, no, ano yung number na missing dyan. Check mo ngayon kung somehow meron ba siyang pattern na binibigay sa'yo, be it common difference ba, or let's just check, no? Halimbawa, kung i-check mo yung common difference dito, just like what we did kanina, now this could be 2, but if you can observe here, nagiging 4 na to, and this one magiging 8 na. So, no common difference sila kasi iba-iba yung difference ng one term minus another, yung previous term niya, doon naman sa kasunod. Okay? So, what you can see here is meron siyang parang nata-times 2 siguro, no? Times 2 ito dito. Ito naman nata-times 2 ulit. Ito din, nata-times 2 din siya. And this times 2 here is what we call our common ratio. This is for geometric progression natin. Okay? Common ratio naman ang tawag doon. Alright. So, if 2 is the common ratio here, we would understand that ano yung magiging missing na value dito is 32. Tama? Kasi 16 times 2, dapat 32 talaga yung nawawala. O, lagay ko dito sa taas. Should be 32 para times 2. Ay, times 2 yung 16, 32. Times 2 mo ulit yung 32, 64 naman yung magiging sagot mo. Okay? So, that gives you your common ratio. So, ganun kasimple yung magiging understanding natin dito. But we will be dealing with some of arithmetic progressions and some of geometric progressions, tsaka yung infinite geometric progressions using worded problems. Kasi for most cases, doon naman siya lumalabas sa board exam. Okay? Okay, so, say we have a problem here. Once a month, a man puts some money into a cookie jar. Each month, he puts 50 centavos more into the jar than the last month or than the month before. So, eto no, let's say meron siyang cookie jar daw dyan. Ayan natin. Siguro kaka-new year nito, kaya siya naglalagay dyan. Then, the man is putting money daw dito. And each month, meron daw plus 50 centavos from the previous month. Okay? So, what are we going to denote with that 50 centavos na sinasabi niya? Lagay natin 0.50. 0.50. Okay? Since, kompletuhin muna natin siguro yung pagbasa, no? After 12 years, he counted his money. He had 5,436. So that would be the sum. 5,436. Okay, how much money did he put in the jar in the last month? How much money did he put in the jar in the last month? Okay, so nakikita nyo kanina, sinasabi sa problem na 50 centavos more daw ang dinadagdag niya sa next month compared sa previous month. So we can say that this one is your common difference, which is denoted by small letter d. Okay? You would know that it is a common difference because arithmetic progression yung mangyayari. No? May additional ka na 50 centavos na nilalagay. No? Si common difference kasi, class, is yung this involves parang addition or subtraction siya. Okay? Kasi nga, nasa arithmetic tayo na type of progression. Pag geometric kasi yung progression, multiplication or division yung nangyayari doon. Okay? So, I hope di kayo nalilito doon. So, in this case, nandito tayo sa addition na part. So, that's a common difference nga talaga to confirm. Okay? Naglalagay daw siya dyan ngayon. Ito daw yung magiging sum niya after 12 years. Okay? N ang denotation natin sa time such that S sub n, no, sum after the 12th year is itong 5,436. But you need to take note na itong 0.50 or the 50 centavos na additional niya is on a monthly basis niya inilalagay. So that means on a monthly basis dapat ang n natin. Okay? So the common difference should match the number of terms or the number of the number of terms natin, which is monthly itong nag-change, monthly din dapat ang expression nito. So this is 12 years times 12 months per year. Okay? 12 months per 1 year. So that would give us an n value of 144 months. Ito ang pinag-uusapan natin dyan. Okay. Okay, what is being asked here is, ano daw ang last amount na nilagay niya, no, na ipinasok niya dun sa cookie jar. Okay, for us to be able to find that one, tingnan natin ano yung magiging formula na gagamitin. But before that, let me ask you, may binigay ba siya kung ano yung initial amount na ipinasok niya sa cookie jar? Yes or no? Wala, di ba? Ang binigay niya lang is ang increment na D, ang sum after 12 years, and then ang number of months, which is 12 years, converted to 144 months. So basically, wala din siyang binigay sa atin na A sub 1, the initial amount na pinasok niya. So what are we going to do now? Okay, for an arithmetic progression, may dalawang formula ka na kailangan tandaan lang. Yan. So you have your S sub n. This is the sum of all the terms involved from the first term to the nth term, to the last term of an arithmetic progression. So that is n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times your common difference d. Okay? So let's try to put the values na meron tayo ngayon. We have 5, 4, 3, 6. That's your sum. N is 144 in terms of months tayo, divided by 2. Times 2 times the a sub 1, which is unknown at this moment, plus n, 144, minus 1 times the common difference, d. Okay, simplifying this would give us 5, 4, 3, 6 is equal to 144 divided by 2 is 72. Okay? 2a sub 1. Oh, excuse me for a while. Meron tayo palang value na common difference ng 10.50. Okay? Plus, this is 143 times 0.50. Tama? 144 minus 1 is 1.43 times 0.50. That will give us 71.5. Okay. So, let's simplify this even further. This would be 144a sub 1 plus 72 times 71.5 would give us 5,148. And that should sum up to 5,436. So, computing for a sub 1, what we have here is 5,436 minus 5,148. Okay, that would give us 288. 144a sub 1. Dividing both sides by 144, and that would give us your a sub 1, which is 2 pesos. Okay? 2 pesos. Pero ito yung a sub 1. That's the amount of money na una niyang nilagay. So, let me put that value here so that we would know. Okay? So, pa-take note ulit ng formula na yan. That's very important. So, ayan, simulan nyo na mag-memorize habang maaga pa. Okay, now, how are we going to get a sub n? Okay? So, gamitan natin siya ng isa pang formula. Erasin ko to ha. You just review the video or pause the video if you need a little more time to absorb it. So, iwan ko lang dito to isang formula na to give more emphasis to you guys. Okay. A sub n naman, this is actually our nth term. Nth term. Okay? So, you can get this by having a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times your common difference d. So, halos magkaitsura din sila. Okay? So, if you are to get ilan yung nakuha niya after, say, 6 years or say 5 years, you can get that. Na i-change nyo lang yung n dito corresponding to the number of months sa equivalent to that amount of year. So in this case, since ang tinatanong dito is ano yung huli niyang inilagay. So that pertains to A sub 144. Nilagay niya on the last month. A sub 1 is our first and initial savings, which is 2. Plus again, n is 144 minus 1, and common difference natin is 0.50. Alright? So this would be 144. This would be 2 plus, this is 143 times 0.50, that's 71.5. So A144 natin is basically 72.5. So, after 12 years, 72.5 pesos ang huli niyang inilagay doon. And that made him a savings equivalent to 5,436. Okay? That's for arithmetic progression. Dalawang formula ang kailangan yung ma-familiarize for this one. So, we have another type of progression. Here's your geometric progression problems. So, we have geometric progression for n number of terms. N number of terms. Okay, and we have a separate formula for a geometric progression with infinite number of terms. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo alam kailan siya mag-stop. So, indefinite talaga siya. Okay? So, example problem kasi natin is an infinite geometric progression, which is very common sa ating board exam. So, ito is bibigay ko na lang yung formula and try to find some problems about dito. Okay? Then try to compute it using our formula here. So, for the nth term, this is for nth term. Okay? You can compute your nth term as a sub n is equal to your a sub 1, again, this is the first term, times your r. R here is your common ratio. raised to n minus 1. Okay, n is the number of terms naman. Sulat ko dito ha, R is your common ratio. Ayan. So, that's how you compute it. Okay, and then for sum naman, sum of geometric progression, we have S sub n, dalawa yung formula natin. Okay, the first one is A sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. Okay, the other one naman is A sub 1 r raised to n minus 1 over r minus 1. Okay, halos magkahawig lang naman sila. Naka-switch lang yung values ng r natin. So, kailan mo ba gagamitin si sino? Okay, kung ito yung gagamitin mo, your r here should be less than 1. R is less than 1. Okay, para pag nag-minus siya dito, hindi magne-negative yung sagot. Parang ganoon lang naman siya. Ito naman, r should be greater than 1 naman. Okay, r na mga less than 1 natin, yung mga fraction, na ganun yun usually. So, for infinite geometric progression naman, actually, pwede mo gamitin itong mga formula mo dito. You just need to set your n as an infinite number. So, you can use, let's say, 1,000 or 1 million, ganun siya. So, parang isa-swap mo lang, lalagyan mo lang siya ng infinite value dito. Okay? But for ang picker siguro ng mga formula, ang sum of infinite geometric progression natin is A sub 1 over 1 minus r raised to A sub 1 over 1 minus r lang siya. So, parang ganito. Hawig din sila nito, no? Napapansin nyo lang dito, wala siya, gagawin mo kasing infinity itong n. So, it's like, lagyan ko ulit ha. Okay, you set this one as infinity. So, given na fraction ito, fraction raised to infinity is actually almost 0 na siya. Kaya ang matitira sa kanya is A sub 1 times 1 na lang. Or that's A sub 1 na lang talaga. 1 minus r. Okay? Box ko lang ang final formula for this one. So, ito yung mga formula na kailangan natin gamitin. So, here's a very common problem sa board exam, no? Yung bouncing ball na problem natin. And a lot of people ay nalilito pa rin on how to really compute this one. So, pasintabi lang sa mga background na aso na narinig nyo, live tayo class, go lang. Okay, ayan. So, you have a ball here, drop from a height of 20 feet. Okay, lagay ko dito. Ayan. So, we have a ball here. Ang height daw na pinanggalingan niya is 20 feet. Okay, so pakinggan nyo lang yung mga aso. Ano yan, mga lucky charm. Tapos, it rebounds 1/3 the distance on each bounce. So, babounce daw siyang ganyan, magre-rebound daw siya ng 1/3 na lang. So, this is basically 1/3 of 20 feet. That is 20 over 3. So, gaganyan siya ulit, tapos babalik siya ulit ganyan, ganyan siya ulit, and so on. Okay? And then, it would continue to do that daw until such time na, syempre, di ba, lahat ng nagtatry bumalik, napapagod din. So, basically, napapagod din yung ball na yan, pagganyan niya, kakapalit niya sa maling tao. Ayan, may hugot tayo konti. Ayan, hanggang sa ganun, di ba? Ang question ngayon is, what is the total distance traveled? What is this total distance? Okay? Since meron kang nakikita dyan na 1/3, sinasabi niya, di ba, ang rebound doon niya is 1/3. That is actually your common ratio. From the original, it rebounds to 1/3 of it. Common ratio yun. Now, parang nag-go 1/3 siya every time. Okay? Now, the next thing that you need to understand here is, wala kang number of bounces na binigay. Okay? No definite number of bounce. Number of bounces. So basically, titanan mo yung problem ha, kasi baka naman tinanong niya, ano yung total distance after the 10th bounce. O, iba yon, ibang case yon. That's the geometric progression na may n number of turns. But in this case, tinanong niya lang ang total distance na tinravel. So that means, ano daw yung distance hanggang sa yung bola came to a stop. No? Huminto na siya dyan, di na siya nag-bounce ulit. And we don't know ilang beses niya ginawa yung 1/3 na yan. Right? Okay? So that means that we have an infinite geometric progression here. And how do we get that total distance? We have S sub n is equal to A sub 1 over 1 minus R. Now, ang common mistake dito, which is mostly kasi kahit ginawa mo yung tama at ginawa mo yung mali, nasa choices yung parehong sagot. Okay? Ang common nating mali na nagagawa dito is yung pag-set ng A sub 1. So, question ko muna, sagutin nyo kung nasan kayo ngayon. What should be our A sub 1? Okay? Some people will answer 20. Other people will answer 20 over 3. Okay? Both are actually correct. For as long as naiintindihan mo paano mo siya ginamit. Okay. So now, let me use our 20 over 3. Madalas kasi ito yung ginagamit ko din, no? 20 over 3 ang ginagamit ko. Bakit, ma'am? Kasi yan yung unang bounce na binalik niya. Parang nabuo yung bounce na yan, no? Umangat siya ng 20 over 3. Bumalik siya ulit ng 20 over 3. Okay, yan yung ginagawa ko dyan. So, what I actually put here is times 2. No, may times 2 tayo dapat na ilagay dito, guys. Okay? Ito yung formula natin. Ito yung original formula natin, ha? But kailangan mo siyang i-times 2 because, ayan, no, dalawang ulit siya. No? Kasi kung wala siyang times 2, ito lang yun. Up, 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 up. Ganun lang. No? On one side lang. Times 2 natin para dalawang beses siya babalik dyan. So, I'll put here 20 over 3 times 2 sa labas over 1 minus 1/3. Okay? That's the sum of itong part pa lang na to. So, that would be how much? 20 over 3 divided by 1 minus 1/3. That would be 10. 10 ang magiging sagot dyan. Okay? 10 feet in total. Okay? Madalas, ito yung sagot ng mga tao. But you need to take note na nag-drop pa siya ng 20 feet dito. Okay? Don't think of it as parabolic pala, no? Ginanon ko lang siya para makita nyo lang yung figure. But actually, it's bouncing this way lang. Ganyan lang siya. Okay, para di kayo ma-confuse. So, meron pa tayong kailangan additional na ilagay dyan. So that D total natin would be si D total natin would now be yung 10 feet na yan plus yung 20 feet pa na una niyang binounce pababa. So, final answer natin should be 30 feet. Okay. Ma'am, ano yung ibang ginagawa ng mga estudyante? Bakit sila nagkakamali? Sineset ng iba, 20 feet yung A sub 1, which is also correct. Lagay ko dito. This is S sub n. We use 2 pa rin kasi nga with the assumption na nadodoble siya. 20 feet ngayon ang ilalagay ko dito. Tapos, di-divide natin siya ngayon by 1 minus 1/3 pa din. Ayan. So, that would be 40 on top over 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. Dividing that now would give us how much? 40 divided by 2/3 is 60. Tama ba ko? Okay. Sige, dapat this should be 60. 20 divided by... Ay, teka lang guys ha, nagkakamali tayo dito. 2 is nasa labas pala. Ay, teka lang. This should be, nga. PEMDAS pala natin. Wait lang. 40 40 divided by 2/3. Sama pala yun, no? Okay. Okay, this would be 40 over 2/3. And this would be 60 feet. Let us check our solution here. Teka lang, live kasi tayo. This is 20 over, this should be 40 over 3 divided by 2/3. Okay, I'm sorry, this should be 20 pala. Ayan, let me correct myself here. This should be 20. And this should be 20 as well. So the total distance should be 40. Okay. Ayan. So ito sa taas, ang na-compute natin dito, S sub n natin is 60. Kasi ang kino-compute niyang S sub n, that's why different siya dito is, si S sub n kasi is, dito ka nag-start, no? Yung may paakit kang 20 tapos pababang 20. Kailangan mong kunin to get your final answer here is, ayan, 60, kailangan mong isubtract yung 20. Kasi nga, ang 20 is pababa lang siya. Wala siyang paakyat. Eh sa computation na to, nata-times 2 mo siya, kino-consider mo yung paakyat dyan. Okay? Sana naintindihan niyo yun. So that should also give you a total amount of, or a total distance of 40 feet pa din. Whether ang A sub 1 na una mong gamitin is yung 20 feet or yung 20 over 3. Basta na-imagine mo yung drawing, you would land to the same answer naman. What is the usual mistake dito ng mga estudyante? No? Kasi nasa choices itong 40, nasa choices itong 20, nasa choices din itong 60. So medyo malilito ka talaga kung di mo naiintindihan. But I hope that is simple enough for you to understand. Okay, so next topic natin under worded problem is variation. So I only have one problem here para madaanan lang natin siya and for you to be reminded about it. Okay. So kaya tayong tinatawag na variation. So si variation natin, ito yung nagbibigay ng relationship or nagpapakita ng relationship between variables. Ang very important na isang element dito is yung tinatawag natin na proportionality constant. Okay, proportionality constant, that is your variable K. Ayan. So we have a problem here. Wind resistance varies jointly as the object surface area and velocity. Okay, paano natin sinusulat yan? Ayan. Wind resistance, let's say that is letter R. When it says here na it varies jointly daw, yan, sa surface area and velocity, ito yung jointly, surface area and velocity. Multiplication ang nakikita natin when it says varies jointly. Okay. Familiar kayo sa ibang terms siguro nito. Varies directly, varies inversely. Tama, o. Halimbawa, A varies directly kay B. Ganyan yun isulat. A varies directly, inversely kay B. This is direct. This is inverse. Okay. So, halimbawa, the A varies directly as the square of B. O, ganito naman yun. A varies inversely as the cube of B. Ganito naman yung isulat. Okay? So, for this problem, R varies jointly daw. Okay? So, ito yung jointly na sinasabi niya. Parang naka-multiply yung dalawang pang ibang variable. And don't forget, meron tayong proportionality constant palagi when we talk about variation. So, kung may mga varies na kayo nakikita, don't forget this variable palagi. Ayan. So, sabi niya, if the object is traveling 40 miles per hour, so I guess that's your velocity. Tama? 40 miles per hour. And with a surface area of 25 square feet, surface area, 25 square feet, it experiences a wind resistance of 225 newtons. So kung ganito daw kabilis na may ganitong surface area, wind resistance daw would be 225 newtons. Yan yung unang case na sinasabi niya. Ngayon, ang question niya is, how fast must a car with 40 square feet surface area, 40 square feet, and surface area travel in order to experience a wind resistance equal to 270 Newton. So what we are asked here is, what is this velocity daw? Ayan. So how are we going to relate these two situations daw? Kasi ito yung unang situation ngayon. Ito ngayon yung unknown. Ayan. So, parang ginagamit mo siya sa mga experimentation, di ba? Na if ang una mong nakuhang result is ganito, and may ganitong relationship yung variables mo, ano yung magiging velocity niya, given, binago mo din yung ibang parameters ng variable, nung equation natin dyan. So, what would relate these two situations here is yung tinatawag nga natin ulit na proportionality constant. And because it is constant, it is unchanging. So, from one situation to another, habang parang considering na pinag-uusapan natin is the same variables and the same formula, constant, see, k value na yan. So how do we get your k value? We get that using the situation kung saan complete yung kanyang given dito. So in that case, ito yon. So using this situation here, so this is setup 1, I'll write it as setup 1 and this one is unknown setup 2. Setup 1, R natin is 225 and K natin, sa case nito, unknown pa, 25 ang surface area with a velocity of 40 miles per hour. So, divide natin yan ngayon for us to get our proportionality constant. That's 225 divided by 25 divided by 40. Your K value here would be 0.225. Alright. So now, looking at our setup 2, malagay natin, ang resistance niya ngayon is 270 newtons from the given. K is now 0.225. Ito yung na-compute mong K value from your computation here. And then, meron tayong S, which is 40, and velocity naman natin ang unknown. I'll write it as V sub 2. So we have 270 divided by 0.225 divided by 40. That would give us a velocity of 30 miles per hour. So this is our final answer. Ang key lang natin when computing variation problems is really to establish very well your equation of variation. Kasi once nagkamali ka dyan, no, from the definition na binibigay niya sa problem, hindi mo na isulat ng maayos, it would be hard for you really to find the correct answer. But if you find this very easy to write your mathematical equation, then there is no problem in computing your final answer. We have here a work problem. 11 men could finish a job in 15 days. 11 men, 15 days. Okay. 5 men started the job and 4 men were added at the beginning of the 6th day. Determine the total number of days to finish the job. Okay, lagyan natin ang timeline para hindi tayo ma-confuse ha. Ayan, meron tayong total time dito. Total time to do the job. Okay. So, sa first 5 days daw, I'll write it here, 5 days. Ayan, sa first 5 days, 5 men are working. Okay. Bakit sa first 5 days yun? Kasi sabi niya, di ba, sa 6th day pa daw nadagdagan ng, ilan yun? 4 men. Okay? Starting on the 6th day onwards, may 4 men na nadagdag. Move ko to ng kaunti. time. 4 men. So, basically, 9 men na sila on this part of our timeline. Am I right? Oh. Now, ang question is, how long is this time? Na 9 na sila nagtatrabaho. Can I say that this is the total time minus 5 days? Pwede ba sabihin yan? Yes, di ba? Sa unang 5 days, 5 men ang nagtatrabaho. Sa the rest of the time, 9 men na ang nagtatrabaho. Kasi nadagdagan sila ng 4 on the 6th day. Okay? So, how are we going to compute this type of work problem? Kailangan lang dito is constancy of unit. Unit analysis yung tinatawag nila. So, just remember, nasabi niya, the total work to be done, no? Total work to be done here is 11 men can finish it in 15 days. So, let's multiply that one. That is, I'll just use the unit man para hindi tayo ma-confuse. 11 men for 15 days would give us a total work of how much? 11 times 15. And that is 165 Mondays. Okay. Ang Mondays kasi is a unit of work yan na ginagamit, no? Ilang man, tapos ilang days nila magagawa. So, ayan daw yun. Yan daw yung total dapat na magawa nila. So, for us to compute our total time, the total work is equal to, tama bang sabihin to? Work of 5 men plus the work done by 9 men. Work of 5 men plus the work done by 9 men nung may nadagdag na 4 men sa kanila. Okay, this is a correct working equation actually. Kasi, ito na yung combined work nila. And that should sum up to this total work na expected daw na 165 Mondays. So, lagay ko dito, 165 Mondays. Okay, equal to yung work ng unang 5 men is 5 men yan in English para correct. Pero gayahin lang natin. 5 man, 5 days. Then, ito naman, 9 men. Ilang days ito? Hindi natin alam. Total time minus 5 days. But basically, days din ang kinocompute natin na unit of total time to. Ilang days din daw yan. Ayan. So, computing this again, this would be 165 Mondays is equal to 25 Mondays plus, how much would this be? 9 times T, 9T Mondays minus 45 Mondays. No? Ito is, dinistribute ko lang siya dyan, class. 90 Mondays minus 45 Mondays. Simplify natin ngayon, adding 25 minus 45, tapos lipat natin on this side. That would be 165 here, minus 25 on the other side, plus 45 on the other side. Okay? That would be 185 Mondays is equal to 90 Mondays. Lagay ko dito sa side, 185 divided by 9, that would give us 20.55. Total time natin is 20.55 days. Nila matatapos yan in total. No? From the time na nag-start sila, na 5 lang sila, up to the end, 21.55. So, pwede namang 21.5 yan kasi may half day naman tayo. Pero, check nyo lang sa choices kung ano yung pinakamalapit na sagot. So, that could be possibly 21 days na yung nasa choices. But if merong 20.5, that is the most or the more accurate answer siguro. Alright? So, that's another type of our word problem. Next problem is an investment type of worded problem under algebra still. A man has three sums of money invested. One at 12, one at 10, and last at 8%. His total annual income from three investments is 2,100. The first investment yields as much as the other two combined. If he could receive 1% more on each investment, his annual income would be increased by 202.50. How much is his investment at 12%? Okay? So, ano yung sinabi niya dyan? Meron siyang tatlong sum of money invested at 10%, 12%, 8%. 12, 10, and we have 8% here. Now, ang tanong is, do we know how much ang invest niya sa 10, 12, and 8? The answer is no. So, we set that as our variables x, y, and z. So, these are percentages and we are talking about the total sum here. Total sum invested at 12, at 10, and at 8%. Total sum of money. Okay? So, ayan. Anong sabi niya? Ang annual income daw from these three investments. Okay? So, assuming this is simple interest na computation siguro na. Ayan, if you have a sum of money and this is the investment rate, di ba you will get your income as 12% or that's 0.12 times the total amount of money x, right? Plus 0.10 your money y plus 0.08 your money z. Yung total daw nito is 2,100 ang magiging income daw niya. And then, the first investment yields as much as the other two combined. The first investment, this 0.12x here, this would yield daw to the other two combined. So, that's 0.10y plus 0.8z. Yun yung sinabi niya. And, if you are to add 1% more on each investment, the annual income would be increased by 202.5. So meaning, if yung 0.12, dadagdagan mo doon ng 1%, that would be 0.13 na siya. Yung 0.10, dadagdagan mo din doon ng 1%, that would be 0.11 na siya. Plus 0.8, dadagdagan mo ng 1%, 0.9 siya. Ang total income mo daw, mag-i-increase daw ng 202.50. Ano daw yung total sum invested at 12%? So basically, what is asked here is, ano daw yung value ng x? Okay, when you get the value of x, you will be able to get the other values then. Ayan. So we have here actually three equations, three unknowns. Equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. So how do we approach it? Ayan. So first siguro, it's best to rearrange natin, no? Siguro sila para maayos ang itsura nila ngayon. Ayan. Can we remove the decimals muna? Na multiply natin as in lahat ng equations natin. Ilakihin ko na lang yung bracket. Multiply natin siya by 100. So that would give us 12x plus 10y plus 8z is equal to 21,000. Tama ba? Or 2,100 natin times 100 is 210,000. Pula tayo ng 0. 210,000. Then here we have 12x plus 10y plus 10x minus 10y, lipat ko na lang sila kagad on the other side, multiply by 100, tapos lipat mo on the other side, minus 8z equal to 0. That's equation 2. Then writing equation 3 here, we have 13x plus 11y plus 9z is equal to, that's 2,100 plus 202.5 times 100 pa. Tama? Lahat sila minultiply kasi natin. That will give us 230,250 ang total. Okay? So, since i-assume natin na hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung calculator mo na may 3 equations, 3 unknowns, so we need to proceed with our basic algebra dito. So, first is itong dalawang equation natin. We add it, that's your elimination method. Yan, no? Pag in-add mo kasi sila, this would be 24x and this would be 210,000, no? Kasi pag in-add mo yan, mag-zero na to. Ito naman, mag-zero na din. Okay? Ayan. So, dito pa lang, sa equation pa lang na to, mako-compute mo na yung unknown natin. That's 2,100 divided by 24. Ayan. So, the amount of money invested kay X or at 12% is 8,750 at 12%. So, ibig sabihin ba nun, ma'am, di ko na kailangan gamitin yung third equation? Yes. Di mo na kailangan gamitin to kasi nakocompute mo na yung unknown mo sa first 2 equations pa lang by elimination method. So, if you are to ask or if you are to give the answer for ano din yung amount for 10, basically, gagamitin mo dito. Okay, so you find another means na ito naman yung magagamit mo and then makakompute mo naman yung y and z. But for this problem alone, we have our final answer, 8,750 at 12%. Aris is twice as old as Rico, while Jake is 24 years younger than Aris. If half of Aris's age 6 years ago was 3 less than 1/2 the sum of Rico's age in 4 years and Jake's present age, how old is Rico now? So this is a very common age problem, and as you can see, we have 3 people being mentioned here. We have Aris, Jake, and Rico. And for you not to get overwhelmed sa first step na gagawin mo, for all age problems, what I can advise is to have a table or a timeline of ages of these 3. So as you can see, we have Aris here. Let's have it as A and R, Rico, and we have Jake. So going back to the problem, ang sinabi niya is, Aris is twice as old as Rico. Aris is twice as old as Rico. So, hindi natin alam ano yung edad ni Rico. We can set Rico's age as X. And if Aris is twice as old, therefore Aris is 2X. And for Jake, ang sabi ng problem is, Jake is 24 years younger than Aris. 24 years younger, so that means Jake is 2X minus 24. I hope you can agree na ito yung sinasabi ng ating problem. So for our timeline, you need to write here the present ages. Okay, that's for Aris, Jake, and Rico. So for Aris, we have 2X as the present age, Rico X, and Jake is 2x minus 24. Okay? Next step is, tingnan mo kung ano yung mga ibang timeline na binigay sa atin sa problem. Okay? Aside sa present ages, sabi niya dito, half of Aris's age 6 years ago. So may sinasabi siyang 6 years ago. So don't mind muna yung sinasabi niyang half or whatsoever na mga situations there. Basta may 6 years ago siyang sinabi. So considering these are the present ages of Aris, Rico, and Jake, 6 years ago, is it right to say that their ages is the present age minus 6? Very correct. Diba? So that 6 years ago, Aris is 2x minus 6 and Rico is x minus 6, whereas Jake is 2x minus 24 minus 6. So, litan ko ha, 2x minus 24 minus 6. Or that is 2x minus 34 Jake. Okay. Aside from this 6 years ago, ano pang sinabi? Rico's age in 4 years. In 4 years. So that means we are talking about future age naman dito. So in 4 years time, if these are their present ages, is it correct to say that in 4 years, Aris will be 2x plus 4? Correct, di ba? And x plus 4 naman for Rico, and this one would be 2x minus 24 plus 4. Tama yan, di ba? O simplify ko siya, that would be 2x minus 20 siya. So, ito yung mga ages natin. Wala ka pang ginawa dito, hindi mo pa mind yung mga sinabi niya sa problem. Ganun for age problem palagi. Para di ka ma-overwhelm with the sum of, 1/2 of it, twice of it. Establish this first based on the present ages muna. And then, you go to what is being described sa problem. Sabi niya, if half of Aris's age 6 years ago, ito yun, no? Half daw niyan, if half of that, that's 1/2 of 2x minus 6, okay, was 3 less than 1/2 the sum of Rico's age in 4 years and Jake's present age. So, is means equal to 1/2 the sum daw of Rico's age in 4 years. That's x plus 4. And Jake's present age plus Jake's present age 2x minus 24. Pero may sinabi siya, di ba? 3 less than 1/2 of the sum. So there should be a minus 3 dito sa labas. Okay? Ang minus 3 hindi siya kasama ng 1/2 kasi 1/2 of the sum ang sinabi. So isa-sum up mo muna, tapos 1/2 mo, bago mo siya kukunan ng 3. So this would be our working equation now, and all you need to do is apply your basic arithmetic or algebra ng mga addition techniques. Okay? So, 1/2 dito. Okay, diretsuhin ko na lang dito on this side. 1/2 times 2x is x. 1/2 times negative 6 is negative 3. Okay? Ngayon, add natin muna sa loob before we distribute 1/2. We have x and 2x here. That would give us 3x. And we have negative 24 and positive 4. That will give us negative 20. Minus 3 tayo sa labas. Na, x minus 3. This would be 3/2 of x minus negative 20 divided by 2. That's negative 10. And then minus 3 sa labas. So simplifying this further would give us x minus 3 is equal to 3 over 2x minus 13. To get rid of our fraction, we multiply both sides of the equation by 2. So this would become 2x minus 6. And makakancel na yung 2 dito, equal to 3x minus 26. Okay? Moving this 2x onto the other side, that would be 3x minus this 2x will give us x. And this onto the other side, negative 6 plus negative 26 would be 20. So, x is equal to Rico's age, right? From our designation here. Rico's present age. Okay, and that is 20 years old. Tayo natin. Ano ba hinanap niya ulit? What is or how old is Rico now? So this is our final answer. Rico's present age. For all other age problems, ganito mo talaga siya gawin. No, kahit di mo kailangan yung ibang mga values dyan, mas maigi na i-form a timeline talaga of the changes in their ages before you perform or before you build your mathematical equation para hindi ka ma-confuse along the process. Alright? So that's it.